welcome to a new video. Today I want to show you what I did in the mid-semester break. This was 1 week where I didn't have any classes, so there was time to do something, to do some exploring. But I didn't do traveling, I didn't travel to... At first the plan was to travel to Gold Coast or Melbourne, but I was a little bit late with planning, and then I saw the weather was pretty bad, it was raining. It was also raining here in Sydney. I talk about this later, but so I just stayed here, and also a friend of mine had to stay here, so we did something together and it was still good, and I want to show you some highlights of what I did here in the mid-semester break.
On the first day, we went to Freshwater Beach. We took the ferry from Sydney Harbour to Manly. I really like travelling by ferry because of the great view of the opera and the skyline of Sydney. It's always a great experience. Then we arrived in Manly and went to Manly Beach. There we walked along the promenade to get to Freshwater Beach. Freshwater was awesome. For me, it's the best beach around Sydney. The water is clear and it was pretty chilled there. All great things about freshwater are that it's not that crowded, there's a lot of nature, and there are dunes. In the hour we left Freshwater Beach and went back to Manly. Next to the wharf, we went to a restaurant and I had prawns with chips. After dinner, we went to Clovelly Beach to see the sunset there. Watching the sunset at the beach is one of the most beautiful things to me. I really enjoyed it. Then we went back by ferry and saw the opera by night. A great end for a great day. The absolute highlight of my semester break was the trip to the Blue Mountains. The trip started with a train ride from Sydney. After 2 hours, we arrived in the beautiful village of Katoomba. There our journey started. We had a little walk through the village. It was so calm and peaceful. Then we arrived at the Minnehaha Falls Reserve. Starting at the small stream, we explored the nature of the Blue Mountains, with the goal of reaching the big waterfall. We walked along a narrow path with a beautiful view of the forest and the mountains.
There we can already see the waterfall, but let's get closer. And it's really high. I don't want to fall down there.
To get to the waterfall, we had to take a trail down, surrounded by rock and plants. It felt like a real adventure. The waterfall was so beautiful. It was so great, so we stayed there for a while. Then we went back to Katoomba and explored the village for a little bit. We also saw cockatoos there, which was amazing. After that, we took the train to Blackheath, another beautiful village. The colorful trees really gave me autumn vibes. From Blackheath, we walked to the Blue Mountains National Park. At the lookout, we had a breathtaking view of the Blue Mountains and the Gross Valley. I really enjoyed the nature and fresh air there. The view was absolutely priceless. Then we went back to Blackheath. The day ended with a beautiful sunset and we went back by train. A great adventure. Unfortunately, it was raining on some days and I couldn't do that much. I used these days to study and to work on my assignments. After the rain stopped, I went to Newtown. I had to buy some groceries and did some exploring. Newtown really has a great vibe. On Saturday, I was in Centennial Park. It's a nice and beautiful park in Sydney and I saw some animals there, but because of the rain, a big part of the area was underwater and I wasn't able to walk around there. It was still a great day. The week ended as it started, with a day at the beach. This time it was Tamarama Beach. It was my first time there. It is a great beach, but because of the wind and the high waves we couldn't swim there and walk to Bronte Beach. At Bronte we had the same problems, so we walked along the coast, which was really beautiful. It is also part of the famous Bondi to Coogee walk. We ended up in Clovelly Beach and I could finally swim there, but the beach consists more of rocks and is really small. I still liked it. A great beach day.
The mid-semester break was good. One of my absolute highlights were, of course, the Blue Mountains. It was just amazing, the waterfall, and in the end, the lookout, it was just stunning and I really loved this. But also, Freshwater Beach is the best beach I've seen here. I've visited here, and I love the beach, so it's always great. And also, starting with the beach day and ending with the beach day, so it was good. And yeah, but stay tuned. I will do traveling, like I will visit Melbourne, I will visit Gold Coast and do something else, but at first I stayed here in Sydney and I'm still staying here in Sydney because now the classes have started again, and I show you something here in Sydney, exploring the city and all kind of stuff. Also the Botanic Gardens or the art gallery are also some highlights here in Sydney, but I will also show you something else you can explore here, also like the park and all the stuff. But yeah, I will also go out of the city, explore other cities, explore the countryside, so stay tuned for more content, for more traveling, and yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, it's Seth and yeah, see you in the next video. Cheers.